Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to hot Fayetteville, Arkansas. Eric Hill, our special guest today from Fay-Ark. What's up, Eric?
Not much. How are you doing?
Good. I arrived here and he showed me his nice air conditioning office. That would have made sense. But I said we got to capitalize on this beautiful sunset on these rolling hills in Arkansas. So we're out here, 92-degree weather, y'all. And I'm really excited to hear this young man's story. He's been groomed by Blake Hawthorne from It's His Turf, from Alex Kirby's training at Trifecta, and is building an incredible company. We've had him on the program before, but really look forward to kind of hearing what he's learning in this season. So welcome back to the show, Eric.
Thanks for having me on, Paul. I appreciate it.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun, man. I got to compliment you. Things look pretty good. It bothers me when I go to these guys' houses and their yard's looking raggedy.
Yeah.
We're not going to name names.
Yeah. No, not at all.
No, things are looking good. Now, what kind of grass is this?
Bermuda.
Okay. Is the front yard like a mixture of something else?
Yep,
or?
it's fescue Bermuda.
Okay.
Just because of all the shade.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Makes a lot of sense. Well, guys, we are going to get right into it with Eric. I want to first and foremost say thank you to the sponsors that make all of this possible, and that's our friends at Company Cam, Ballard Products, and Echo. They're giving me the time and space to travel this beautiful country and actually come to the backyards, to the shops of landscaping business owners. So we're going to hear a quick word from today's tour sponsors, and coming up, we're going to hear what's new. Fay-Ark Lawn Care in hot, beautiful Fayetteville, Arkansas. Alrighty, guys, it is a beautiful place here. I've never been to Fayetteville before, dude. I absolutely love it already. This is a great town.
Oh yeah, in the fall, all the hills with all the colors, like it's an awesome scene to see.
Do you call them hills or mountains?
It's called the Ozark Mountains. So, but I mean, people say when they're going to the U of A, like headed to the hill. So
what's the U of A?
The University of Arkansas.
U of A. Okay, that's what they call it.
Yep.
Razorbacks. What is that? Like a big pig or?
Yeah, wild pig.
Wild pig? And they have those here?
Yeah, we've seen some.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And then they actually have the Razorback thing, or is that fictional or what?
I honestly don't know. So we have wild hogs everywhere. But,
really?
Yep.
You think I'll see one?
Probably not. But we've seen some out where our shop is, so you never know.
They just roam in the mountain or what?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Tearing up fields, trying to eat. Like a total mess to deal with if they get in the fields.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, it's beautiful here. I'm looking forward to seeing the University of Arkansas. The football stadium is just downtown.
Yep.
Everything's there.
Yeah, 12 minutes from here, so we're just right down the road.
How many seat is the capacity at your football field?
I think it's 70 or 75,000.
Okay.
Yep.
They've had a rough couple decades, huh?
Yeah. We're getting better though. This past year is pretty good. We were 8-4, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's always hard. Are you guys on the side of the division with Alabama and LSU?
Yep.
That is torture. You got to play Alabama and LSU every year.
Mm-hmm.
And Ole Miss can be good sometimes. Texas A&M. That's a tough division.
Yep. Yep. They're making it though.
Yeah. Nothing like where my Ohio State, man. They have to play Michigan State, and that's a whole nother story. But yeah, you guys don't want to hear about college football. But I love college towns, man. I grew up in Athens, Ohio, which is a college town, Joe Burrow, and it's just nice. You like living in the backdrop of a college town?
Yep. Just being close to the games. We go to baseball and try and go to a couple football games when we can. It's just a nice atmosphere to be around.
Yeah, totally. Well, tell us what's going on in your business, man. It's absolutely booming. What's kind of the flow these weeks?
I mean, trying to get caught back up from all the rain in April and May, but doing a bunch of sod right now. Just
Bermuda or?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Can't do fescue this time of year.
Do they cut them in rolls or squares?
Rolls or big rolls that you can do with the skid steer.
So no squares in Arkansas?
Nope.
Okay. Which one do you get?
I normally depends on the job. If it's bigger, we'll get the big rolls for the skid steer. And then if it's smaller, we'll just grab the pallets.
Okay.
Yep.
That's cool. So sod, and then a lot of low edge trim blow?
Yep. We've got 1.5 crews going out and mowing, mostly residential, but we've got, I'd say, probably 20 or so commercials. And then got another mowing crew that I sub. They mow for me 4 days a week. They do all of our big properties and all of our bigger commercial properties. So
what's 1.5 mean? What?
Like, I've got one crew, they'll mow all week, and then I've got one crew, they'll mow Wednesday, Thursday.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
Yep.
They're like a hybrid. That's cool. What?
Yep.
So what's going on tomorrow? I'm going to be in town. What's it?
Tomorrow,
Sod job, maintenance? What do we got?
We've
shaking?
got maintenance. We've got to cut some curb out and finish a drainage job and do some sod there, and then flower bed cleanups, mulching, a little bit of everything.
Okay, so there'll be a maintenance team out or what?
Yep, there will be 2.
Okay, just mow, edge, trim, blow.
Yep.
All right, I might follow them for like a half hour or something if that's cool. I
Yeah.
got to get that content, man.
Yeah, route density. They'll be in the same subdivision.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've got 50 and probably 4 subdivisions tomorrow.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you think it'd be cool if I followed them for like a half hour, got some content?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, now you're crushing it on TikTok, man. You have like 60-something thousand. I was looking at your thing today, like 60,000 followers on TikTok.
30,000. Trying to.
No, are you sure?
Yeah.
I
Yep.
thought I saw 60
No, we're only at 30
on TikTok.
Yeah, we're trying to grow it again. I kind of didn't really use it for about a year or so.
I just hit a milestone today, guys, on Instagram. I hit 10,000 subscriber followers. Oh yeah, 31. I don't know what in the world. I need to get some sleep, Mr. Producer, because I was
Yeah.
looking and I thought it said 60. But I love guys that are creating content in this industry, so that's a lot of fun.
Yep.
Your generation's on TikTok, huh?
I've gotten one customer from it. I'm kind of shocked, but I mean, I'm letting my guys kind of take it over and just do the videos that they want to, just to kind of show what they do day to day, and not me following around and just doing videos. So.
Well, that's fun. So what's kind of your role as you quarterback this thing? Are you helping in the field? Are you selling jobs? Are you supervising? Like, what's the owner of a business of this size? Because you guys got to be pushing $1 million
Yep.
from my basic math.
We'll do 1.3 to 1.4 this year.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And what's your age?
21.
I love
Yep.
it, man.
Yep. So, I mean, in the morning, meeting with the guys, making sure everyone's good for their jobs for the day, going over schedules and logistics and everything. Deliver materials if I need to. Then go sell jobs, writing up quotes, a little bit of everything.
What CRM are y'all using?
Jobber.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Good call. Old Blake Hawthorne yesterday, we had the show was sponsored by Jobber, and he still uses a pen and piece of paper.
Yeah.
I thought he was joking.
No. He'll never change, I don't think.
Yeah, that is inefficient.
Very.
Inefficient, Blake. If you're listening, getjobber.com/Paul, and you can actually get 14-day free trial. Now, there's a new thing I want to share with you. You're using a mom and pop shop for payroll right now, right?
Yep.
ADP just came out with something called Roll, and it's a text service. So you got, what, 8 employees?
10 right now.
10. So you just text them, text ADP and say, pay whoever, this guy, for 39 hours. Pay this guy for 40 hours. Pay this guy for 45 hours. Or you can give them the exact amount. And then they'll literally the next day, the money will be in your employee's account.
Really?
And all the taxes and the ADP is the biggest company. 1 out of 6 paychecks in America is through ADP. They'll do all the, you're in Arkansas, so it might be different from Georgia, but all your federal taxes, state taxes, FICA, I mean, it can get out of hand, all these nickel and diamond tax stuff. They cover all of that, and then your employee gets paid the next day. It's a game changer. So 3-4 years from now, just like everyone uses Jobber or whatever CRM, everyone's going to be picking up on this. But the technology is out now, so not too many people know about it. That's what I'm telling you guys. It's called Roll by ADP. Check the show notes. It's absolutely incredible the way technology is coming up. But speaking about coming up, Eric, tell a little bit of the story of how you groomed. You just don't turn 21 years old and do $1.4 million of revenue. How did you kind of train yourself so that you've been successful? Whose influence you have you learned this stuff?
I mean, I'd say my parents is the biggest influence because, I mean, they have 3-4 businesses themselves. So I've grown up.
What kind of businesses?
2 electrical businesses, security business, and then real estate.
Okay.
And I've never really wanted to work for someone else. He wanted me to work for him. I decided not to once I got to my senior year and grew this to about 50 or so customers, and I wanted to take a chance on myself, and it worked out. But it takes a lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of long days, and I mean, I'm seeing it start to pay off now, but I mean, it's still just a lot of work and just grinding.
What year did you meet your wife and marry her?
I met her in 4th grade.
Okay.
We dated on and off through high school and middle school.
You didn't date in 4th grade?
Oh, we did then too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, dated 3 times, yeah.
Okay, 4th grade. How in the world does this work?
Yeah. Oh.
You hold her hand at the skating rink or what?
Just about, yeah.
4th grade? And what, you broke up in 5th grade?
Broke up in 6th grade.
6th grade.
Then dated sophomore year, broke up, and then junior year we got back together and been together since.
Okay. Why'd you break up the other 2 times in 6th grade and sophomore?
Oh, that's a question to ask her. She broke up with me both times, so she finally realized what she was missing the 3rd time.
Okay. What, you just asked her back out, or how'd you win her heart back?
We just kind of needed some time to grow, and I mean, we realized it then that we weren't gonna live without each other, and I don't know, it's been nice to have her by my side, just going through everything that I go through, and she's very understanding, and I probably work too much sometimes, but she shows me grace, and we get through it all.
What's she do for her career?
She's going to college right now. She has 2 semesters left, and she went for elementary education.
Okay, she going down the street at Arkansas?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
She just drives down there.
Mm-hmm.
If I go to Arkansas, I'm gonna stick out like a sore thumb. This 36-year-old dude with all these college girls, man. Where do I go? What do I do?
I mean, there's a lot of good places to eat. Most of the college people are out of town because school got out about a month ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a name of a restaurant. I don't want to go to the wrong part of town or whatever.
Foghorns is good.
Foghorns?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What kind of food do they have?
I mean, they've got burgers, wings. I don't know if that's gonna work with your diet that you're trying to stick to, but
I just had filet mignon and broccoli for dinner.
Yeah, I mean it's really good. That's where we like to go.
Foghorn.
Yep.
Get me a burger.
Yep.
I'm only in Arkansas once, man. This road trip's been so much fun.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Any other suggestions while I'm down there? You think the football field, they keep the gate open?
No.
No?
No.
Really?
Yeah, they keep it all pretty locked up, so I don't think you'll be able to get on there.
You don't think I can sneak in one of those gates? There's got to be a janitor's closet or something open. I'll go down there, run across the field, Instagram story it.
Yeah, I bet.
If I go to jail, will you bail me out?
Probably. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, I can't do it though because I have to go to Together in the Trades. If I didn't have Together in the Trades, I'd go down there and just run into the end zone like I'm an SEC football player. That'd be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So back to the landscape, Mr. Producer. I'm so sorry. Excellence in broadcasting. When I travel this much and don't sleep, I don't know what it is, man. Back in Atlanta, my neighbors, they are so loud and they keep me up. And then at the hotels, it's like people just bang their door and act the absolute fool. And so I don't know what to do to get a good night's sleep these days, man. It's so quiet out here. I was driving in your neighborhood. I was like, I'm about to move to Arkansas and buy one of these houses. This is so peaceful, man.
Yeah, it's
so
a really
peaceful.
quiet neighborhood. We really like it here.
Yeah. Now, you guys can't see this, but these yards, this is like paradise for a landscaper. These yards, there's no hills. They're right next to each other. I mean, you could take over route density. Is this rare or is this like normal around the town?
This is all of Northwest Arkansas. They're throwing up subdivisions like this left and right.
Guys, I'm telling you, I was just in Jeremiah Jennings, and it's like all these crazy hills and, nightmare. I would never touch a neighborhood like that. Slopes, no thanks. This is so flat, and these yards are so close together. I'm thinking, dude, you can make bank.
Yeah, we've got 12 in this subdivision, so.
Yeah. And what is this? Is it $60 maintenance or?
Oh no, it's $45.
45.
Yeah, we're 45, but I mean we can get 25 to 30 done in a day.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense. I mean the market is the market. You know what I mean? I think in Atlanta, the more I talk to you, I think the market's a little bit higher in Atlanta, but
yeah,
there's also more money there.
Yeah,
bigger,
there's not a ton of like full service customers here. Like all these new subdivisions, they've got 2 little trees, 1 tiny flower bed, and then just sod. So yeah, it's tough to get basically higher dollar service because there's not as much to take care of.
Oh, totally. But to mow, edge, trim, and blow, now do a lot of these yards have these fences? Because that's kind of a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
So you breeze through the front and side, and then it takes a couple extra minutes to open the gate.
Yep.
You got any stories? Are there animals in the backyard, or Rottweilers, or German Shepherds, or?
No, we've had a couple get out though, and that wasn't fun. But haven't had any attack us yet, so it's going good so far.
That's good. So you're rocking with Jobber for the CRM. You got what, 8 employees? 10 employees. Maintenance, installation. What's kind of the plans for the rest of the season to hit that 1.4 million mark?
We've got we do some stuff with a couple builders, and they have a ton of townhomes coming up, so we'll have that.
Installation?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. And then just flower bed cleanups, our commercial accounts, and then leaves in the fall.
I look forward to meeting some of your guys tomorrow. How did you meet them? How did you get them onboarded? Like, where do you find quality folk here in Arkansas?
So I've found 2 or 3 through Indeed. They've worked out, 1 or 2 through Facebook, and then the rest of them are referrals or just buddies of guys who have been working with me. And I mean, I've gotten 4 guys off of just referrals, and everyone's been really good. I haven't had a ton of employee issues this year. Last year was a nightmare.
How so?
It seemed like I went through 20 guys just trying to get through the summer, and they'd come work a day or two and either not show up or just flat out quit, or I'd fire them because they weren't working, and it just wasn't worth it to keep them on.
Yeah, but this year, so the guys are doing a good job working for you, and then he has a buddy that he brings on, and he is like duplicating that guy.
Yep, because they're not going to bring anyone on they don't want to work with, and if they're not going to work hard, they're not going to refer them to me.
Now, how do you keep their attention? Being 21 years old, how do you convince someone to work with your company when they could go work anywhere around town? What's kind of your secret sauce to be a magnet to keep these guys around?
Treat them right is the biggest thing. I mean, I'm paying them more than some of the guys, but I work with their schedules. Like, I want to take care of my guys. Like, it costs me more money on the bottom line, but it's worth me making a little less and having great guys and keeping them happy.
Yeah, totally. Well, guys, we're going to have more with Eric here from hot Arkansas. If you guys understood how hot it is, depending on where you're listening to this in the country, is this normal for Arkansas, or is this a heat wave?
It's pretty normal for June, July. It's a little bit early, but it's going to be 100 Saturday. So,
yeah, guys, I've been in Arkansas all week, and it's just been hot here. I know it's hot back in Atlanta, and it's hot all over the place. But we're I don't want to sound soft here, because 100% of our listening audience is listening to this outside right now. And the reason I don't want to be a complainer. The reason I'm sharing this is because Eric had the air conditioning office lined up for us, and my cinematography mind thought, well, we got to take advantage of golden hour, this incredible lighting coming as the sun sets in the west. Let's sit in the east. This is perfect. You know what I mean? I've been watching too many videos on how to be better at video that my brain didn't calculate. It'd be nicer sitting in 68 degrees than 99 or whatever it is out here.
I agree with you.
So I'm going to get a sip of this Aquafina water that Eric so kindly gave me. Ice cold. It's delicious. We're going to hear a quick word from today's show sponsors, and we're going to continue the conversation with how a 21-year-old kid makes $1.4 million top-line revenue in his business. Super inspiring. We'll have more with Eric from Fay-Ark coming right up. Alrighty, guys. So once upon a time, my friend Alex Kirby from Trifecta sent me a message, and he's like, you got to have this young buck on your show, Paul. This guy is going places. This guy is the real deal. Somehow he connected me with you, and had you on the show not too long ago. And when we were scheduling this out, I really wanted to interview the Lawn Tools. They built a golf course in their backyard, and I met them in Toro. So I'm looking at the map, and I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
I know the name Fay-Ark. I see Fayetteville. I was like, this could work. So thanks for squeezing me in, man.
Yeah, no problem. I didn't realize that he was so close to me.
Siloam Springs.
Siloam Springs.
Siloam Springs. Yeah, so it's only like 26 miles according to that sign. And I love how fast you can drive, man. I was going 88 on the highway, and someone was on my rear end. Like, I'm like, what the heck? Yeah. I'm going 88. And these people are like, move. Probably listen to Ludacris. Like, come on, Georgia plates.
Yeah, that's Arkansas.
I love it, though.
Crazy.
Yeah, but I was like, I got to go 93 just to, like, be able to get myself back in the right lane so these guys can fly down. So, but where I was going with all this is I want you to share a little bit of what you learned from Alex, what you learned from Blake, because I think this is so smart, youngsters. I love these young guys. But some of these kids, Eric, they think they know it all, and they just think they know it all because they're making a little bit of money. But you humbled yourself. You learned from your parents who are successful in business. You learned from Alex, who scaled a business to multiple millions. You learned from Blake Hawthorne, who's skilled multiple crews. You look at people who are further ahead of you in, they've made a bunch of mistakes and learned the hard way, and you're like, teach me. What have you kind of learned through your experiences of humbling yourself and sitting underneath teachers and getting educated by It's His Turf and Trifecta? Because their ceiling's your floor. Your launch, you're going to go way past them in a few years, and then you're going to get to help other guys with, and they're
Yep.
going to learn from you. It's good, cool story, and I love how the community does this. So tell us about that.
Yep. So I mean, I went to Blake's like winter boot camp. It just went over like every aspect of like the lawn care business, from marketing, branding, everything that he's used and has worked for him, pricing, etc. Basically, getting my pricing right was the biggest thing. I wasn't ever like the $20 guy, but I mean, I'd price a little lower just to get in the door.
Ah, yeah, I did that
Yep.
too, man. And don't do that ever.
Yep.
That is psychologically, you think, okay, they're charging 45, so I'll get 40 just so I get it.
Yeah.
That is move number one.
Yep. I mean, I did it, but I raised my prices like the next year, so it makes up for it. But I've learned just a lot of, everything about the business. And if you're not looking to find a mentor, you need to, because I didn't know much about landscaping. I just started mowing yards. I didn't know anything about planting, drainage. I just learned it along the way. And I've talked to other people and learned from others.
And Blake's right in your area, you know what I mean? So it's the same market, which I think is important. If you're, trying to learn and you're in the north, it's better to learn from someone in the north, Corey Ballard. If you're in Iowa, learn from Corey Ballard. If you're in Georgia, learn from me.
Yeah.
But I think it's really smart that you select somebody, because landscaping's different, way different in Pennsylvania than it is in Texas. You know what I mean? So just considering that. Back to pricing. What did you learn about pricing? What are some tips, some strategies that you learned that you're like, oh, this is working?
I learned how he prices, he does it based off of, I think, per 100 square feet. And I learned just satellite pricing. And I do that on 95% of our yards now. I can get him a quote in minutes versus driving out there wasting my time. And
so Sweet Sue calls you and says, Eric, here's my address, 123 Continental Drive. Where do you go from there?
Yep. I go on Google Maps. If it's on there, I just measure it out on findmylotsize.com.
Say that website again, hashtag not sponsored.
Yep, findmylotsize.com.
Findmylotsize.com. Is that a free service or?
Yep, it's free.
Okay.
Yep, I've used Gutmean. He showed me them, so.
Okay, Hey Marty, why don't you email that? That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Findmylotsize.com.
Yep. So I use them on any yards that I need to look at, and there's very few that I'll go look at in person if it's just with full service, all the flower beds and everything. But I try and price as much stuff over the phone as I can to maximize my time. But just figuring out your production rates and learning what your crews can do in a certain amount of time, and just always don't price yourself under just to get work. Be profitable. We could have 10 crews right now if I price myself lower, and I don't want to do that to myself. I don't want to work for free, and just provide a quality service and people are going to pay for it.
What's your goal with growing your business? What's kind of your sweet spot? You're at 10 employees now. Are you happy here? You looking to pivot to more or less?
I want to stay around this size next year. Maybe add one more crew, but try and keep the crew size 2 to 3 guys and not get any massive crews with 4 or 5 guys. I didn't think I was going to grow this much. My goal for the year, if you look up on my board, it was 1.1 million and 6 full-time guys.
Do you have a vision board?
I just write 2 or 3 goals that I have for the year on the board. That way I can always see them. And then I'll always go through my notes, kind of just before the year starts, just go through goals for the year, what I didn't hit last year and what I want to hit this year, if it's financially, work-related with Madison, my wife, or just in general, just setting goals and sticking to them and shooting for them.
Yeah, and it gives you so much momentum. I was thinking about this morning because Eric, in January, I set a goal to hit 10,000 Instagram followers. And my goal, and honestly, when I was doing my vision board and writing down my goals, in the back of my mind, I just was here, that's impossible. That's so difficult. I hit a wall in so many ways, emotionally and with the algorithm and all this stuff. So I was like, all right, by December 31st, my goal is to hit 10,000 Instagram followers, which it was doubling. I think I had 5,000. And anyway, I hit it in June, and which is half the time. And it gave me so much confidence. Now I set a new goal. I want to have flat abs by December 31st. Now I'm like, if I get 10,000 Instagram followers, I can sit here and have my stomach flat as can be with that 6-pack showing. So that's my new goal, Eric.
Yep.
I'm going to get it, Mr. Producer. I've been saying this for 3 years, and then I go and I eat these hoghorn cheeseburgers.
Yeah, I mean, they're good. They're worth it.
No, they're not. I gotta get it together, man.
Me too. Yeah, I've been running since April, so I'm working on it too.
Okay.
Yep.
Did you play baseball in high school, or?
Yep, baseball and football.
What position did you play in baseball?
Mainly infield, pitch, did a little bit of everything really. So.
Okay. What'd you bat in the lineup?
Second or third.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, that's that. For those of you who don't follow baseball, that means he's good.
Yeah.
When they say they in right field and they're the ninth batter, that means they're not that good.
Yeah.
That was me, y'all. They put me out in right field. Stay alive, Jameson, stay alive. I'm out there playing with the dandelions, man.
Yeah.
Stay alive. What are you doing out there, Jameson? I bat ninth.
Yep.
But I was good at golf, Eric.
Yeah, I want to play golf. I haven't set the time aside for it, but I'd like to eventually.
Yeah, it's definitely fun. 1.1 million, you write down, if everything runs smoothly, you're going to surpass that. So now you're looking at 2023, you're going to have a little baby boy. You know, what are you thinking about now? Because I think you're through the spring rush, you're starting to think ahead for next year. Like, you're really in that growing pains, like, spot where you got to figure something out. So you just think kind of run it back next year.
Yep. I think if we stay around the same revenue size, get more systems in place, more procedures, move one of my guys to an operations manager where he's starting to handle that. So there's just day-to-day things, and just become more profitable, want to pay off all of the debt that we have. That was a goal for this year, and we won't hit it, but I mean, we'll get most of it knocked out.
Congratulations. That's smart.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't seem like we have any money in the bank account, but I mean, we're just paying it off as quick as we can, just because, I mean, I want to be debt-free. I mean, there's so much more margin in your life. I mean, we want to pay off we don't have any debt besides our house, personally. So
Congratulations.
We want to get all that paid off and eventually start getting into real estate. So,
yeah. Dude, this is, if I could go back and be 21-year-old again, man, you're on such a smart path. Congratulations, Eric. I'm very excited for your future.
Thank you. Yep.
Very, very smart man. How has your age affected your business? Because if you're a homeowner, whatever, and you got this 21-year-old kid coming out versus some guy in your 50s, how have you kind of navigated? Because there's so many young bucks listening to us right now, and there's so many old farts in the industry. How do you kind of compete with them and stay professional and build their trust and things of that nature?
I mean, at first it was just me. They would see me all the time, but I feel like I've built a very strong brand, and if you look at our social media, Google my business, our website, it doesn't look like a 21-year-old runs it. Like, it looks like it's been around for a while, very professional. It looks like we're a highly reputable company and do great work, and that's what we're known for. No matter what it takes, we're going to do it right. And I mean, we've had some jobs that don't go as planned, but we'll lose money on them, but we're going to make it right and make the customer happy. Don't be scared to tell them a price. Like, my first $1,000 job, I thought it was the greatest thing ever. And like, in the grand scheme of things, like, it's not a lot of money to them. And you want to bring the value to the customer no matter what your age is, and just be confident in your selling, and don't just be like, oh, I can't, you don't want it for 50, I'll do it for 40. Don't be scared, be confident, and just stick your ground and show them basically the work that you do.
Yeah, tell us a little bit more about that website. I know Alex and Pure Marketing, they built that for you, right? What was your experience like working with them? Good, bad, and ugly, and then how has the result been? Have you seen an ROI on having that website, or walk us through that process? I
mean, it's a 24/7 sales machine. It was we got it done in 4 weeks, and that's really quick for a website. Any revisions I wanted, anything I wanted to change, they did it almost instantly. It seemed like easy to deal with, great communication, and all around, like, very worth it. Like, if you don't have a website, you need to buy one, even if it isn't from Alex, but I highly recommend him because they're great people. Yeah,
that'll be in the show notes. Pure Marketing, if you guys need a website, hit them up and tell them Paul sent you, and they'll take good care of you. How do you complement the website with Google My Business? Because if you can have both of those operating at strength, like, you're going to dominate the market.
Yeah, just always update always take pictures of your jobs. Take great pictures, like spend time on it, invest the money into it, and get those posted on Google My Business. Ask for reviews. We have 80 reviews. We have hundreds and hundreds of pictures on our website and Google My Business. And just be out in the community. Like, I've grown up here my whole life. I know a ton of people.
Oh, good.
So that's helped a lot. But just growing your social media and online presence is going to help you a ton and gaining new customers.
How do you actually ask Sweet Sue for the Google review? Like, what's your process to get her to actually drop one?
So, we use Nice Job because Alex he does my social media stuff, and basically they have it set up after we close a job on Jobber.
Mm-hmm.
They'll send a link. It's basically a couple emails saying like, hey, leave a review, and it's coming from Nice Job, so it's automated. I don't have to mess with it. But at first, I would just send the link to the customer, like, hey, we would really appreciate it if you could leave a review. This is going to help us grow and help more people. So
that's cool. You mentioned earlier, Eric, systems, processes for 2023 to improve.
Mm-hmm.
What are those?
Just day-to-day operations, like having a set process for everything. Like, I don't have the best onboarding. We don't have the best systems. Like, I've been kind of running all of it right now, and like, if I want to grow this anymore, I cannot do that. So I've been trying to figure out, it's just an ongoing process, and just making them simple, easy to use, easy to understand, and then just making sure that my guys are always communicating with me and asking questions. Because as long as we communicate and we're on the same page, we'll get a lot of things figured out and won't have a ton of issues.
Walk us through a typical day. What time do the guys get to the shop? When do you sharpen blades? What's the end of the day look like? Walk us through what you found works best running multiple crews.
So we all come in. I get there at 6:30, 6:45. My crew leaders normally get there 6:45-ish. We just kind of go over quick, like each day and who's with who. I just send out a text with like each crew leader, what guys are with them, descriptions of like what tools they need for that day. Then we just kind of go over it, ask any questions they have, or I'd send them videos or pictures of what the design is. That helps out a ton. And then just making sure that we have the right equipment, right tools for the job, not forgetting anything. That's the biggest thing. Mm-hmm. Just not wasting time. And then end of the day, we'll fill up with our fuel tanks that we have.
Oh, you have fuel tanks at your place?
Yep, and bulk material.
What gallon? How many?
1,000-gallon gas tank, and then 500-gallon diesel tank.
Nice.
Yep. So that it saves a lot of time, just having it there, not having them run to the gas station. And
pro move, man.
Yep. We're just trying to be as efficient as we can, just with everything that we do, just to prevent basically unbillable time.
That's fantastic. And you don't have traffic around these parts, man. That's nice.
Yeah.
In Atlanta, man, sometimes it takes me 2 hours to go to church on Wednesday night.
Mm-hmm.
Just across town. The other day, 2 hours, one time an hour and a half. And I'm just like, dude, I can't take it anymore.
Yeah, move up here.
And I can't. I like where I go to church down there, the ATL, though.
Yeah.
Love it. Absolutely love it. And that's the only thing keeping me in the ATL right now. Because I don't like Atlanta, guys. I'm so over it. There's too many people. I just don't like it. But I gotta have my walk with the Lord on point. Mm-hmm. And the men that are around me right now are very successful in every area of life.
Yep.
Their marriage, their business, their integrity. I got a safety net right now where it's like I can stray off so fast and screw up my life so fast.
Yeah, I can agree with that completely. It's tough to find great Christian friends who want to sharpen you and you sharpen them, and just being consistent, wanting to spend time with each other. Like being an entrepreneur and being 21, like everyone else is going to college, partying, whatever, just working their normal job. Like finding great friends that are around you, I think, is a big thing. Because like going through owning a business by yourself, like it's tough.
Well, there's not that many 21-year-olds that have $1.4 million throwing through their management. Mm-hmm. You know, obviously it comes in and it goes out when you run a business, and hopefully your owner's pay and profit and all that's high enough. Mm-hmm. But the way your mind's thinking is, okay, if we can pay off this debt, then I can start my real estate investment business. Mm-hmm. by the time you're 40 years old, you're going to be a decamillionaire if you follow this path. You know what I mean? And mix in some, $6,000 a year to your Roth IRA.
Yep.
That thing's going to be multiple millions by your age 40. Then your real estate portfolio, multiple million. You're going to be a decamillionaire. That means you have over $10 million net worth. You're going to easily be there at age 40. Easily. Like, it'd be hard to screw it up because you have such a good start. And most of these 21-year-old, down here at Hoghorn, whatever it's called, they're probably thinking about who they're going to hook up with tonight and what, they're going to order to drink. And, you're stable. You got a marriage, you got a baby, you got financial. So, yeah, it's a whole nother mindset. But these men that are in my life right now, Eric, they're so farther ahead of life than me in so many areas. And it's like, it's so awesome to have. One guy's name's Kevin, and this guy's debt-free, paid off his mortgage in, I think, 2014, and just build up wealth, healthy marriage, healthy family. And, he calls me, and says, hey, Paul, how's your day? And we talk, it's like free counseling session. I get to talk to him about what's going on, and then, I see him twice a week, and there's multiple relationships like that. So that's the only reason I haven't left. But I'd move to Arkansas, I'd move to Alabama. I like both these places I've been on this tour so far.
Yeah, just too hot.
I'm already used to that, man. It's hot. They call it Hot Atlanta, the ATL. I got a lot of people listening in Atlanta, and they all know I'm speaking the truth because y'all don't like living there either. But you're stuck.
Yeah.
That's the thing about lawn maintenance is you can't pick up and move.
Yeah.
Landscape enhancements you can. You just got to do a little bit of marketing. But anyway, that's a whole nother side story because running this podcast and being in lawn maintenance heavy like I was in 2020, this is a whole nother story for another day. But you seem like this is home here for the long run. So.
Oh yeah, my parents have been here since their whole life. Yeah, I don't plan on leaving. I love it here.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Now, do people actually move here, or is it like everyone's kind of generationally has been here?
We're one of the fastest growing areas in the country. We have Tyson, Walmart, JB Hunt Corporate, all within 30 minutes from here. So there's there's just tons of people moving in. And
Walmart's north of here?
Yep, Walmart's in Bentonville.
Where's all the CEO, or where's all the executives from Walmart live?
Up in Bentonville.
Okay, they got some nice neighborhoods up there, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
That's where the Martins live. What's their name? Martin?
Waltons. They all live up in Bentonville. I'd like to grow up there eventually, but it's 30 minutes from here, 45, so.
So the Walton family, they have like a big acreage with their mansion on, or they live in like a neighborhood with mansions?
I'm not really sure, but
they got neighborhoods up there that are big money?
Massive, yeah.
Yeah, that's where we want to work, boys. That's what they got in the ATL. That's one nice thing about Atlanta. There's some money around town.
Yeah.
Sounds like there is around here as well. Yeah, I saw some guy with California plates on my drive over here. So I was like, I didn't know if they're all moving out to Arkansas like they are to Atlanta.
There's a lot of them moving down here. And they'll just throw money at everything because, everything's so high there compared to Arkansas. It's just kind of crazy to see how much money.
How much is a house like that over there in Arkansas?
Now it's probably 300.
Okay.
2 years ago, it wasn't that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's grown a lot. The market's really high right now. So, but there's tons of people moving here and they won't stop.
Yeah. I was watching Matt LaMarche on Instagram yesterday. He used to have a lawn business, but he's real estate now, and I think he listed a house for $450, and they ended up getting $62,000 more. People coming in from San Jose, California, and just they don't even look at it. Just hey, here's our offer.
Yeah, a lot of that's happening
That's
here
crazy.
too. Just bidding wars, and we'll pay cash.
But that would be in Atlanta. That's $500,000.
Yeah,
easy. So you guys are living not high on the hog, low on the hog.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, Mark. Mr. Producer is just your jokes are so bad, Paul. How in the world do we do this, man? I've been having so much fun out here on the tour, dude. How has the community impact your life? Other guys on social media, you have tens of thousands of followers on social media. How has that kind of sharpened your business, connecting with other like-minded entrepreneurs?
It's just nice to be able to relate with someone else. Like, hey, how did you do this when you were at this point in business? And just being able to listen to all the different podcasts, hearing all the different points of views that they have on this business and what I can learn from it. And just always be looking to learn. I always am listening to podcast audiobooks, talking to guys around here.
What's a good audiobook? I got a long drive to Nashville Friday.
Oh.
I haven't made my selection yet. I'm leaning on some Dan Kennedy marketing, business, sales stuff.
Yeah.
But what's your top 5 audiobooks you've listened to recently? I listen to so many audiobooks, it's crazy.
Yeah. Right now I'm listening to The Power of Habit and Atomic Habit. basically.
Who's the author of that?
I don't know.
I've seen it. I see it pop up in my suggestions a lot, but I haven't clicked
Mm-hmm.
on it.
Yep. And then Mike McAllowitz.
Is it Simon Sinek?
No, I have no clue.
Okay.
I don't remember.
It's all right. Mike McAllowitz, which ones of him have you got?
The pumpkin plan.
Oh, yeah.
It helped, like, just kind of, because, 2 years ago, I was just kind of trying to branch off to everything, saying yes to everything. And after listening to that, just kind of cutting back and trying to grow the main parts of my business that we still run today, not trying to do everything. So
Mr. Producer, you just listened to that one.
yeah, it's a good book.
Yeah.
All of his are good.
Yeah, definitely. It's got some old school ones like Surge, Toilet Paper Entrepreneur, and then the newer ones, Profit First. That one's really good.
Yep.
I think that's his like flagship book. But
Yeah, I run a hybrid version of that. I've got all my different accounts to keep it all separate. Don't run it like the book says, but that's helped out a lot. Just with saving for taxes, new equipment, profit sharing, etc.
Yeah, I think he teaches. I do a hybrid as well. But it's really helpful. So I think he teaches you have your income go into one account, your profit go into another account. That's like the main thing. Then your operating expenses go into account, your taxes go into an account, and then I think owner's pay goes into one. And so every penny that comes in goes into that income account. And then from there, twice a month, you distribute some into your profit account, some into your operating expense account, some into your owner's pay account, and some into your tax account. And that way it's profit proof. Like you can't screw it up. You're always going to have profit. And then you're going to just have to figure out this operating expense. Where are we blowing money that we can't? You basically have to live within your means. So it's a really good book. Everyone needs to go through that at least once. And again, I do a hybrid of it. I have my income account. Everything goes into there. Then I have my operating expense account, which is kind of everything, and then I have my tax account. And so I have three. And then I obviously I have a salary, so I just draw that twice. That's a good one. What else you got?
Right now I'm listening to Money, Possessions, and Eternity, and it's basically how God looks at money, and it's just it's a really good book. Just kind of your perspective on money and how God wants you to handle it it's changed my perspective for sure.
Who's the author on that?
I don't remember, but one of my good buddies, he recommended it to me.
The best book, in my opinion, on money is Thou Shall Prosper.
Yeah, I haven't listened to that one
Please,
yet.
Eric, listen to that. It's by Daniel Lapin. It's 17 hours long. It'll last your whole work week or so. It is so good, guys. He breaks down why Jews are so wealthy. Because on the Forbes 400 list, he's a rabbi, Daniel Lapin. Like on the Forbes 400 list, right? There's 400 folk. The Jewish population's 1%. So what percentage of the top 400 in Forbes should be Jewish? Proportionally.
4. Should be 4.
Well, it should be 1%.
Yeah.
But four
total.
humans.
Yep.
And it's something like near 25%. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. And why are they so wealthy? And that's what the book's like. And he explains the Jewish mindset that if you're raised in an Orthodox Jewish paradigm worldview, on Friday night, for example, they have their dinner. I've actually been to one of these before. I think it's called Shabbat. The Saturday night sundown, they don't work. Like I think it actually says if you work, you should be put to death in the Old Testament. I'm pretty sure I actually just listened to that the other day on Audible. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. They take that day off serious. They do this thing where they have a glass of wine and they pour it in there, and then they intentionally, and I watch this happen, they intentionally have the wine overflow. And I watched this happen because I went to one Shabbat dinner my friends invited me to once, and I'm watching them pour the wine. And then they kept pouring, and I was like, that thing's going to spill out. And then lo and behold, the wine spills everywhere. It overflows. And it's symbolic that we're going to pray that this week God overflows us with abundance, that we have more than enough, that our cup of prosperity overflows. And that's how they think. They think of abundance and prosperity. And then they start their work week on Sunday morning. But he's like, I skip to work on Sunday morning because it's an opportunity to serve somebody. And the more people you serve well, the more money you make. And I can't do it justice in 17 hours, but that is the best audiobook I've listened to in years. And I listen to a lot of audiobooks, so I would highly recommend Thou Shalt Prosper by Daniel Lapin. Phenomenal.
Okay, I'll get it.
Yeah. And I'm not Jewish, guys, or, you don't have to, that's not the point. It's not going to convert you to Judaism or anything of that nature, but it shares the reality statistically why Jews are so wealthy, and it's because of the way they think, and then the way they think affects the way they act, and it's so different than the United States of America. We have so much toxicity in the way there's an attack on business in America. It's crazy, and he exposes it and shares the opposite of that.
Yeah.
So, any other ones? I still got to pick my book for Nashville.
I honestly don't know. Those are the three I've been kind of going between right now. Shoe Dog about Nike. It's a good book. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I got some Nikes on right now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a really good book.
Well, guys, Eric likes baseball, and right now we have the World Series going on, which makes no sense to me the way they got this bracket. And I was at the hotel yesterday, and some lady asking me, I think it was Texas A&M and Notre Dame or something. And I'm supposed to be the man here. She's like, hey, well, you asked me about the thing. And I was like, I have no idea. Like, if this team wins and this team loses, I was like, NFL's simple. It's like you win, you go on, and you lose, you go home. Mm-hmm. But anyway, Arkansas has to win tonight and then win again tomorrow or something crazy. Yep. So I'll let you enjoy the game. I might go down to Arkansas and hang out down there, watch the game. You think a lot of people will be watching it down there? Yeah,
probably.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. He is Eric Hill. He is on social media. It's Fay-Ark, Fayark for Fayetteville, Arkansas. Brilliant name. Go ahead and shout out your socials.
Yep. So it's Fay-Ark Lawn Company, but it's Fay-Ark Lawn Co for short for company. And Instagram's the best way to reach me. I'm on Facebook, and that's about it. I'm on TikTok too. So try and get me to 60,000.
Yeah, come on, let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go. I think the lawn tools have 1 million, don't they?
Yeah, that's
I'm
crazy.
going there tomorrow, man, and they do a really good job on there. Like, he puts a lot of time into them.
Mm-hmm,
like, you could tell he probably spent like 4 hours making that TikTok. But that's why a lot of them go viral. They're that's a whole nother story for another day. I've been on this tour. I've been talking to guys that make content as well, and the algorithms and things like that. But I think anyone who owns a lawn, it doesn't matter what home service-based business or any business for that matter, you need to take social media serious. It's a way to build social proof. It's a way to communicate with your potential customers. Like, I'm so over guys critiquing social media. You need to get on it and get with the program.
It doesn't even matter if even if your content isn't perfect, just do it. Just start posting. Like, it's going to get better over time as you learn. And if you're not posting, you need to.
Yeah. Thanks, Gary V. Guys like Gary Vayner. Do you know who that guy is?
Yeah.
The content. There's these impersonators of him that are so funny that do impersonations of him. But publish content. It's free to publish something on Google My Business, and you're on Google, the biggest search engine in the world. I think TikTok's the biggest social media platform right now, past Facebook, I believe.
Yep.
You can publish something there for free. I had, in the last 24 hours, I've influenced 1 million people. I listen to toot my own horn, but I've influenced 1 million people on social media in the last 24 hours. And all I really did was, wake up at the hotel, go to the gym, drive here.
Yep.
I was literally looking at my analytics, and I couldn't believe it. It shows you in Instagram all this back-end stuff, and the accounts reached in 24 hours has been 1 million. And it's free. Yep. You know what I mean? And it's building the Green Industry Podcast branding, and people will listen to this show tomorrow, because they heard about us. Oh, I keep seeing you. That's what they say. Like, man, you just kept popping up. I kept seeing you. And that's what Dr. Frank teaches us. It's 7 touches until somebody feels, if they see Fay-Ark, your truck, you're driving by, oh, that's 1.
Yep.
Then they see Fay-Ark somewhere else. Fay-Ark. By the 7th one, they're like, you know what, this company's credible. Your reputation is trust. It takes 7. This is research. Takes 7 touches. And so you can get a free touch out there on TikTok, Instagram, Google My Business, YouTube, your website. So do all of it. And all right, man, well, I'll let you go watch the Arkansas Razorbacks. You think they're going to win?
I hope so. I think they will, but we'll see.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Yep.
Well, thanks again for hosting me. Absolutely love Fayetteville, Arkansas, guys. If I ever move, this would be on one of my lists. This is like so so pure America out here, man. It's awesome. You guys have a really great community.
Yep. We love it here. So
I love it here too. All right, thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for watching. This is on YouTube. You can go over to my YouTube channel, Green Street Podcast, and watch the video and see, us sweating in the heat and enjoy that. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next episode.